Hello and welcome, everybody. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining me here today. Those of you who are joining live and those who are checking out the replay later. I appreciate you being here. Greatly appreciate you being here. So I'm going to share something a little personal before I get started today. This has been a crazy week for me. I spent 3 days in the hospital. And I went in with chest pains, and it turns out that, yes, I do have coronary artery disease, but it was most likely not the mild blockages in my heart, but gallstones that were causing the pain. And I'm grateful that we found both the fact that I have the blockages in my arteries that were mild enough that they put me on medication that I didn't need any other interventions. And that with the gallstones, I have to work with that. Anyway, the point being that this week for me has been a major, major wake up call to really appreciate life and to take things, with fresh eyes, seeing things differently, appreciating every little thing. And my first shower when I came home from the hospital was fabulous. My first night in the bed where nobody was poking needles in me or blood pressure being checked during the middle of the night was fabulous. So my point being that I am grateful that this happened, that I ended up in the hospital this week to make me appreciate life so much more. And it's really interesting that this week's topic, if you will, is about Vishen Lakhiani's, and I hope I'm saying his last name right, meditation, the 6-phase meditation, because this meditation encompasses so many important things. It is so beautiful. I hope you will really enjoy it. Hi, Leslie. Thank you. Um, I hope you will enjoy this meditation. So, what we're going to do today is going to be a little bit different in that we are going to do a little bit of tapping, but I want to go through the 6 phases of the meditation and explain them to you. And also want to tell you that I have my own version of this meditation. So, when I first found this meditation 2013 or so, I think. I really liked it so much that I created one based on it, inspired by it, that is a more feminine touch, meaning that I include forgiveness for ourselves and loving and accepting our bodies. And he doesn't have anything like that in his version. So I love his version. I use his version, highly recommend it. And I tweaked it to fit what I think women want. So we're going to start with my short little meditation elevate, and then we're going to get started after I have a sip of water. Okay, so I want to invite you to close your eyes and start taking a couple deep, nourishing breaths, getting centered and grounded and arriving. Really allowing yourself to sink into your heart and into this present moment. And with your attention here in your heart, I want to invite you to think about someone you really, really love, human or animal, currently on the planet or not. But someone, when you tune into their energy, it really brings you into that space of love and gratitude and appreciation. And if that feeling has a color to you, tune into that color. I most often get purple, but sometimes it's pink, sometimes it's green, sometimes it's white. Whatever it is for you, imagine that color starting at your heart and then spreading throughout your body, filling your body with this love, gratitude, and appreciation. And let's take one more deep, nourishing breath together. Opening your eyes, coming back to here and now. So let's get started talking about Vishen Lakhiani's 6-phase meditation. And I want to say that when he created this, he had started meditating. He had found how meditation was changing his life. And for those of you that found me through Insight Timer, then obviously you are meditators and you know the importance and the, beauty of meditating regularly. Hang on, I'm going to clear my throat, so I apologize. And he found that he was a computer programmer at the time, and he wanted to hack this to make it shorter, quicker, more to the point to get what he wanted to get out of it. And so he created the 6 phase meditation to be much shorter and to get everything he felt you needed in 15, 20 minutes. So I want to share with you what's in the 6 phases. So if anybody's here and wants to put these in the chat, you're welcome to. And if not, that's cool too. The first thing he has you do is tune in to love and compassion. Let me back that up. He has you relax your body, and I do that in my meditation too, but to just go into relaxation and then tune into love and compassion. And he has you start with yourself and then spread it to those closest to you, and then your community, your city or whatever, city, town, wherever you live, and then your country, your continent, and then out into the world. So, taking that moment to really tune in, which is what we do with our Elevate meditation, to tune into love and then spread it, is what he starts with love and compassion. Great place to start, right? The second part is happiness and gratitude. And gratitude, if I'm remembering correctly, is the highest vibration. Hi, Angel. Thank you for doing that. That gratitude is the highest vibration energy on the planet. That when we are living in gratitude, when we are focusing on what we are grateful for, then we literally are living in a higher vibration. And people that focus on everything that's wrong, right? They can tell you, he did this to me, she did that to me. Let me tell you what happened in 1972. That can focus on that. And we all have our things. I'm not discounting that. But people that focus there and stay focused there live on the lowest vibration levels, right? I mean, they're staying stuck in victimhood. Those of us that can tune into the highest vibration levels, being grateful for every little thing. And I can certainly tell you that being in the hospital makes you very grateful for your own shower, your own bed, your own kitchen, all the things that you take for granted. Anyway, so that's part two, is focusing on gratitude. So in the meditation, I think he has you think of 5 to 10 things that you're grateful for. And I just did it this morning, so I should remember, but I think it was 5 to 10. Okay, the third one is peace and forgiveness. Peace and forgiveness. And I will tell you, in his meditation, he has you focus on forgiving someone who has harmed you. And mine, I have you also do that, but also focus on forgiving yourself, because so many of us carry so much guilt and so much shame that we are judging ourselves so harshly all the time for all the things that really, they're just learning and growth opportunities. We really don't need to be treating ourselves so harshly. So the third one about forgiveness is what we're going to do a little tapping on today. The fourth part of the 6 phase meditation is your vision for the future. And so he has you to focus 3 years out, and I think I did the same thing on mine. Honestly, I meant to go back and listen to mine, and I forgot to. But you can find it on Insight Timer. It is called Morning Bliss or Bliss Morning Meditation. Just go to my name and find the one that says morning in it, Morning Bliss, I think. So I'll put the link here below in the show notes afterwards. Anyway, the vision for the future, maybe it was last week when we talked about positivity, talked about the fact that when you grow what you're focusing on, where you want to go, how you want to be, what you want to create in life, that when you're living again with gratitude and for what you have now, and then you're focusing on where you want to go, that positive energy is what allows you to grow that in your life. And let me see if I can get this right. Joe Dispenza says that gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. And what he means by that is when you're living in gratitude and you're focusing on what you want, you're putting that vibe out into the world, out into the universe, and it brings it back to you. The feelings, the positive energy, the high vibration energy allows you to create what you want to create. So that's what focusing on the future is about. It's not about trying to manifest anything exact. It can be, but manifesting is really more about being in alignment with what it is you want in your life. And bonus points if what you want in your life is focused on serving others and making a difference in the world. And I say bonus points because yes, you can learn to manifest a new car or a new relationship or losing 20 pounds. Yes, it is possible to do that. And yet, those things, as beautiful as they are, and there's nothing wrong with wanting those things and manifesting those things, are kind of superficial to our real purpose here on the planet. That our real purpose is to love and support each other and create together and help the planet bloom and grow in big, beautiful ways. So, at least that's my opinion about it. Okay. The fifth part of the meditation is he calls it mastering your day. I like to think of it more as spreading love through your day. So when I remember to do it, and I apologize, I don't remember it all the time, but for mastering your day, what that means for me is imagining going through the day, and because I see clients, I imagine working with my clients. I imagine spreading love to my clients. I imagine them getting what they need out of our time together. So it's important in my opinion, to be serving others. So thank you for putting it that way. That if you think about your day and you want to be successful in your day, you want to master your day, you want to have a good day. So think about meetings going well or enjoying lunch with a friend or whatever it is that you're doing during the day that you imagine it going well and you imagine being in a happy, positive place as you go into your day. And the last one, number 6, is called support and blessing. Support and blessing. And this is where he kind of goes back to the love and compassion in the beginning. And I think that's how I worded in mine. But it's imagine just being filled with that love, being filled with blessings, being filled with support, and that is your way of being. That is your come from in the world. And so when you do this meditation, his or mine, it just starts your day off in a fabulous way of, um, you're just supporting yourself well for how you want to be in the world for the day, how you want to make a difference in the world, and how you want to love yourself and others. And it just makes a huge difference. So if you check out, so there is a blog, and matter of fact, I'll put this link in the show notes too, because I'm reading to you from a blog from Mind Valley. So Vishen Lakhiani is the founder of Mind Valley, and Mind Valley is a um, what is it called? Like an online learning support program. And I'm pretty sure there's an app, I should remember because I've been a member at times and been into it and done some of the programs. And then I get back out of it when there's not anything that I'm really interested in for a while. So we're not going to go that much into Mind Valley. I want to spend the rest of our time we're going to do some tapping on forgiveness, and then we're going to do a shortened version of this meditation. So I'm going to give my very short how to tap talk. And tapping, EFT, emotional freedom techniques, or tapping, is where we're literally tapping on meridian endpoints that are the same ones used in acupuncture and acupressure, traditional Chinese medicine. And when you focus on these points and tap on these points, you're literally lowering your cortisol level, which is your stress hormone, so that you can clear whatever negativity you want to clear and you can create what you want to create. And Dawson Church, who wrote the book Bliss Brain, talks about using meditation to create your baseline of how you want your brain functioning, and then using tapping on specifics that you want to work on. So, like forgiveness or anxiety or worry or whatever. So, the two go together so beautifully. Highly recommend them both. Okay, so in tapping, we will be starting on the side of the hand. Here we go with the backwards on the YouTube. I have to figure out how to turn. And it's 4 fingers just right under the pinky finger. And we're going to gently tap and do what's called a setup phrase or balancing statement, which will be something like, even though I'm holding on to this unforgiveness, or even though I'm holding on to this grudge or victimhood, whatever it is that you're holding on to, I'm learning to let go and release and forgive. And by the way, forgiveness is not for the other person, it is for you. They are not affected by it in the way, and I would actually say they probably are, but it's really more for you so that you can let go of holding that burning coal. That, I guess you've heard that analogy before, that when you're holding on to unforgiveness, it's like holding on to a hot coal. You're the one being burned, not the other person. So it's so you can let it go. And it takes time. If there's big things where you've been hurt, maybe you've been abused in some way, neglected, etc. Yes, it's going to take more than one time. Yes, there is a part of you that's going to say, I'm not letting this go. I'm going to hold on to this forever. There's a lot to work through. So we're just going to do a little bit of that today. So we're going to do that on the side of the hand, and then we're going to do what's called a round. And we'll start at the eyebrow point, 2 fingers gently tapping. And then we'll go to the side of the eye, under the nose, and I will lead you through this. Chin is the indentation between the lip and the chin. The next point is the collarbone, where you find your collarbone, go down about an inch, out about an inch. And then the underarm point for the ladies is the bottom of the bra line. So down however many inches that is, 6 inches or so. And you can do the same side or crossbody. And then the top of the head. And those are the points we're using today. There are others. So I'm hearing we're going to work on forgiving ourselves, not others, in this moment. So you can do either one, but right now we're going to work on forgiving yourself. So I want you to think about something that you judge yourself for, something that you're holding on to. So I'm going to give you a moment to think about that. And then I want you to give that a number, 0 to 10, 10 being I can never forgive myself for this. I've made this mistake. I'm never letting it go. I'm a horrible, terrible person. That's a 10. 0 is, I let it go. I don't have that feeling anymore at all. I have forgiven myself for everything. So find that number where you are. Excuse me. And let's do some tapping. So going to the side of the hand, repeating after me. Even though I judge myself so harshly, and I am holding on to all my regrets and mistakes, I'm choosing to relax, and I'm choosing to let go of as much of this as I can today. So even though I have judged myself so harshly, and I judge myself for little things all day long, I'm choosing to become more aware of how I think about myself. And I'm choosing to release and let go of as much of that as I can today. So even though I have judged myself so harshly in the past, and I still judge myself on a regular basis, today I am choosing to be curious and kind, compassionate and patient with myself and others. And I am so grateful for this new perspective. All right, we're going to go ahead and go around the point. So going to the eyebrow point, Boy, do I judge myself a lot. Side of the eye. This is how I've treated myself my whole life. Under the eye. My inner critic is alive and well. Under the nose. I can find things to judge about myself all day long. Chin. And I've judged myself for as long as I can remember. Collarbone. I'm just acknowledging how much I have judged myself. Under the arm. And I am grateful that I am becoming aware of this pattern today. Top of the head. And I'm learning to release and let go of all this judgment. Back to the eyebrow. And I am bringing in forgiveness. Side of the eye. I am forgiving myself for so many things. Under the eye. Mostly, I am forgiving myself for judging myself. Under the nose. Allowing myself to be filled with forgiveness today. Chin. I'm so grateful for allowing forgiveness in. Collarbone. Learning to forgive myself and others more and more each day. Under the arm. So grateful that I can forgive myself today. Top of the head. And I am anchoring in this forgiveness. So I'm going to ask you to stop tapping. Tune back into that number and notice if you've been able to let a little forgiveness in that short little tapping. I know we have forgiveness coming up soon, or we did it recently. I know it's one of the ones I've done or am doing, so we can spend more time on that. But for now, what I'd like to do is go into a shortened version of the 6-phase meditation. So I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. Take a deep, nourishing breath with me. And tune into that feeling of love in your heart. So maybe you start once again with that someone special that you love and that loves you, human or animal, currently on the planet or not. But really allow yourself to feel love and compassion. And then imagine spreading that love throughout your body, filling yourself with love and compassion, and then spreading it out to your family, those family members that are easy to love, and those family members that require a little more grace, a little more understanding, a little more patience. And then spreading love and compassion to your friends, to your community, to your country, to your continent. And then imagine spreading that love out into the whole world, allowing yourself to be a source of love and compassion and high vibration energy all throughout the world. And let's take a deep breath together. And then going into phase 2, tune into what you are grateful for in this moment. And think of about 3 to 5 things that you are grateful for while I'm silent and give you a little time to do that. And maybe you include in that gratitude your health, your freedom, your ability to serve and make a difference in the world in whatever way that may be, and all the things you take for granted. And now going into phase 3 of the meditation, which is peace and forgiveness. And since we've already done tapping on forgiveness, I'm just going to ask you to tune into inner peace, feeling love and acceptance for yourself and for others from a peaceful, harmonious place. And now I want to invite you to think about your life 3 years from today and imagine living your life, living your vision in a big, beautiful way. Imagining having perfect, ideal health, being in a beautiful place financially, being with people you love, maybe traveling, whatever it is that's your vision, an ideal vision of your future. And now we will enter phase 5, thinking about your day. So if you're watching this or listening to this early in the day, imagine what you've got planned for the day and imagine spreading love and success all throughout your day. So I'll be quiet while you think about the different things in your day. And lastly, putting your hands over your heart and tune into your understanding of divinity and allowing yourself to feel supported and loved, being blessed. Maybe you think of that as the universe has got your back, or God is in control. But really allow yourself to anchor in those feelings of being loved and blessed and supported and taken care of. And maybe you even put a smile on your face, anchoring in this love, this gratitude, forgiveness, vision, support, and blessings. And because you know I love to play with color, if these feelings, this high vibration energy has a color to you, tune into that color. Imagine being filled with this sparkling, beautiful color. And let's take a last deep, nourishing breath together. Opening your eyes, coming back to here and now, hopefully feeling renewed, refreshed, revitalized, ready to go out to your day in a big, beautiful way. So thank you so much for allowing me to serve you today. Big blessings to you all. Hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful week, weekend, whenever you're listening to this. So I don't remember what next week is. So by the way, we are switching to Thursdays at 9 a.m. Eastern on Thursdays from here on out. So, yes, you're welcome. And I will see you next Thursday here on YouTube, or I do the same things on Insight Timer Tuesdays at 1 o'clock Eastern. So, thank you very much. Blessings to you all. Namaste. Bye, y'all.